Good morning, Mount Hope friends. Today we're going to read Chapter 2 of Geronimo Stilton, The Super Chef Contest. Raw egg smoothie, shells included. I watched from my window as Trap dashed inside the enormous two-story white camper he had parked in my front yard. Suddenly, he popped through the roof of the camper, jumped towards me, flying through my open window. He landed on the floor of my bedroom. I was flabbergasted. But the camper, the window, I squeaked, unable to complete the sentence. Then Trap stuffed a slice of cake into my snout. Wild onion cake with cherry cream frosting, he announced proudly. Wah, it was awful. It tasted like rancid trash. I spat it out, disgusted. Here, cuz, Trap said, handing me a cup filled with murky-looking liquid. Wash it down with this. Ah, it was dreadful. It tasted like a raw egg smoothie with shells included. I spat out that drink. This isn't going well, Geronimo, Trap said, shaking his snout. You must give me more constructive feedback. Understand? Otherwise, how will I win the Super Chef contest and become the recipient of the great golden fork? Then Trap reached over, tweaked my ear. Ouch! What are you squeaking about? I asked. Then I remembered an article I had published a few days earlier in the Rodents Gazette. Do you mean the upcoming Super Chef contest in Gourmetville, which determines the best cook on Mouse Island? I asked Trap. He reached over and tweaked my ear. Double ouch! Exactly, he replied. And do you know who will win? Me. But there's one teeny tiny detail. Gourmetville is a small town in the capital of the region of cheese and honey, which is famous because it produces the best food on Mouse Island. He reached over and tweaked my tail. Triple ouch! I need a victim. I mean a taster. I mean an assistant, Trap continued. And it's going to be you, cuz. But I can't. I really can't, I stammered. I have so much work to do at the office, and I'm not a very good cook. Why don't you ask someone else? Trap pointed his finger at me. You know, you really are shellfish, Mouse Geronimo, he said, poking me in the snout. Unfortunately for me, he missed his target and poked me in the eye. Ow! I yelped in pain. Trap laughed, oblivious. Did you get my little chef pun? Cuz shellfish. Anyway, Trap continued, it's got to be you. I asked Thea, but she can't because she's got to accompany Aunt Sweefer to a crochet class. I asked Coral Cockle, but she can't because she's waiting for a delivery of mussels from the Sea of Mice. I asked my friend Paws Prankster, but he can't because he's allergic to every food except cheese and spinach. I asked my friend Fishy Fur, but he can't because he's having a birthday party for his pet fish, Red. I asked Tootsie from Telltown Tavern, and he won't do it because a month ago we got into a fight in which I was right naturally. I even asked my friend Squeaky LaRue and Henrietta Happy Paws, but they can't because, I can't remember, but they just can't. You see. So, I'm asking you, Geronimo, you're my cousin, we're family, right? He fell to his knees, pleading with me. I care about you, cuz. Do you care about me? If you do care, you will be my assistant. If not, admit that I don't matter to you a whisker, and that's all you care about is your work. Then he began to sob. I'm broke, he squeaked. I spent my fortune on the super camper, which is fitted with top-of-the-line professional kitchen. But Trap, who made you buy that enormous camper? I asked. He snorted. Well, no one. Exactly. But, do you care about me or not? I sighed. It's true that I have a heart that is as soft as brie cheese. I'd be willing to do almost anything for any mouse who asks for help, even if that mouse is my irritating cousin, I cleared my throat. Trap, if this really is that important to you, well, maybe I should. I would. Well, I'll be your assistant, I agreed. He jumped up and down with joy. Then he pulled me on board his super camper, which was indeed fitted with for a professional chef. I looked around in shock. There was every tool imaginable, from A to Z, from apple cores to zesters. There was the most modern appliances, a library of recipes, and the most famous chefs, and many, many other things.